The wise only speak what they need, the foolish always say what they want. It takes only 2 years for a person to learn to speak, but a lifetime to learn to keep silence. Silence is not weakness, nor is it cowardice. It is the power of the wise to maintain their privacy. When we are young, we don't know much about the world, and don't understand the hidden angles behind events or the unpredictability of human nature. We naively trust what others say and do, thinking that as long as we have a clear conscience, no one will harm us. The more we grow up, the more experience we have, the more we understand about life and learn about the harshness of the world. Relatives are envious of each other, colleagues and superiors compete for benefits, friends look down on us when we have no money. The comparisons of neighbors, even when you treat others kindly, it doesn't mean they will do the same to you. Success and happiness do not fall from the sky, but require our effort with our own hands and minds. Hard work and luck are indispensable, and you always have to be prepared for undesirable situations that may occur to have the life you want and avoid unnecessary troubles. The first thing is to keep your word. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, there's only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. So in today's video, let's delve into today's content with 10 things you should keep to yourself to become a true Stoic. By respecting and applying these principles to daily life, you not only build a strong fortress for your soul, but also shape the path to success and happiness most authentically. Let's explore these secrets and turn them into a powerful source for personal development. Principle number 1. Principle number 1. Don't reveal your goals and dreams. Reveal your goals and dreams. Talk to someone about your dreams, but do not reveal your life dreams and goals. The Public Stoic philosophy advises us that keeping these goals secret not only protects us from the judgmental eyes and skepticism of others, it is also a smart strategy to enhance our inner strength and focus on actual action. Imagine a seed like a dream planted in the ground, where it cannot immediately see the sunlight, but beneath that soil it is safe and unaffected by storms or harsh sunlight outside. Gradually, with care and patience, seed will grow roots and rise strong. Meanwhile, its owner continues to daily work without the need to boast or seek attention. When the tree finally emerges, it is not only proof of the effort put forth, but also a symbol of patience and belief in the process of growth and maturation. When you keep your goals and dreams secret, you create a quiet space for yourself, where you can focus on action and personal development without being distracted by external opinions and judgments. This not only helps you reduce necessary pressure, but also creates conditions for you to be steadfast and persistent on the path you have chosen. The silence in this process is not a sign of lack of confidence or fear, but an expression of strength, confidence, and patience, virtues that Stoicism praises. In the end, as your dreams and goals gradually become reality, it is the perseverance and silence that will speak deepest thanks. These successes do not need to be flaunted or widely announced, as they have been proven through action and results. Looking back, you will see that it was the silence and focus on the process that were the keys to true success. Thus, keeping your goals and dreams secret is not just advice from Stoic philosophy, but also a lifestyle, a way to nurture and protect your inner strength in silence. Your dreams will become stronger, and your actions will become the loudest voice. Principle number 2. Don't be a glutton. Don't be a glutton. This concept goes beyond just controlling oneself at a lavish feast or turning down visually appealing dishes. From a deeper perspective, it emphasizes is living simply and appreciating what we have instead of instantly craving more. Stoic philosophy reminds us to seek happiness in sufficiency, not in excess. When we are greedy, we not only lose control over ourselves, but also become detached from the true value of life. Greed engulfs us in material accumulation and makes us forget that true happiness lives in the simplest and most meaningful things. Imagine a boat drifting between two shores of a river. On one side is greed, where overindulgence in eating brings temporary joy, followed by deprivation and guilt. On the opposite shore is excessive restraint, leading to feelings of deprivation and disappointment. Musonius, Rufus, a Stoic philosopher, guides us towards a balance between the two shores, style, where moderation plays a key role. Instead of making ourselves comfortable with too much, we should eat to satisfy and feel content. Instead of filling ourselves with drinks, enjoy them as part of the experience, not as a barrier on our journey. A true Stoic understands that by limiting themselves, they not only preserve their health and intellect, but also nourish their soul. They find joy in sharing rather than hoarding, and connecting rather than isolating. This does not mean they forsake all of life's pleasures, but that they learn to enjoy them consciously and with control. Ultimately, refusing to be a glutton is not just advice. It's a lifestyle, a commitment to oneself and the Stoic values way. It's about accepting that happiness is not about where we go, butho, we get there, and in each step, we learn that sufficiency is not about having much, but about desiring less. Sufficiency is not about having much, but about desiring less. If you agree with this perspective, follows principle number 3, don't be ungrateful. The ancient philosopher Epic principle number 3, don't be ungrateful. Titus once said, He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not but rejoices for those which he has. This eternal wisdom teaches us to be grateful for the blessings in our lives. Simply put, ingratitude can manifest in many forms, from overlooking the kindness of others to taking our daily comforts for granted. Being grateful does not mean denying difficulties or pretending to be happy in all situations. Instead, it is about recognizing and appreciating every experience, thereby learning to accept that not everything is within our control. When we stop and appreciate what we have instead of what we lack, we open the door to inner peace and true freedom. In today's world, where comparison and desire are constantly fueled through social media and media outlets, it becomes even more important to stand firm and not complain about what we lack. Stoicism reminds us of the power of focusing on what we can control, our attitude and response. On the contrary, Bekelmingenradel only blurs the value of what we possess and leads us into a vicious cycle of never being satisfied. We need to understand that gratitude is not just a virtue to have, but also a powerful tool to face challenges, turning each experience into a part of the process of self-improvement and growth. When we choose not to complain and to be grateful, we not only honor life and what it brings, but also create a strong, resilient soul, ready to face and overcome any hardship. This is the true essence of a Stoic, not just living to exist, but living a meaningful life, cherishing each moment and turning every challenge into an opportunity to become better. Principle number 4, don't be. Principle number 4, don't be too focused on the future. Too focused on the future, we often find ourselves standing at the brink of the future, where eyes full of expectation look forward, where dreams and hopes shimmer like stars in the night sky. But amidst that twinkling light, we easily overlook the gentle warm glow of the present lamp, where we truly exist. Great Stoic thinkers like Epictetus remind us of life suspects, worrying about things beyond our control, such as potential future events, past occurrences, or the thoughts and actions of others, can be a source of unnecessary stress and unhappiness. He said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. For instance, life is full of events that are beyond our reach, from unforeseeable events to the attitudes and reactions of those around us. No matter how much we try to change them, their actions are beyond our power. Moreover, the future always holds surprises, making it impossible to predict every situation. It is most important that we learn to face and adapt to these incontrollable elements, not try to manage them perfectly. When we spend too much time worrying about what has yet to come, we not only create unnecessary pressure on ourselves, but also miss the opportunity to experience and appreciate the beauty of life right in front of us. Instead of focusing on the uncertainties of the future, pay attention to improving yourself every day through learning, training, and enhancing our understanding of the world around us. Remember, the future is a blank page, even though we can predict or plan. Life often writes unexpected stories that we cannot foresee. So live for the present with acceptance, patience, and gratitude. Comment: I cherish life in the present if you have received this valuable lesson. From principle number 4, principle number 5, don't speak ill of yourself. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman. Principle number 5, don't speak ill of yourself, emperor and Stoic philosopher, advises us, don't be overheard complaining, not evento yourself. This is a reminder that we should care for and nurture our own souls. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that even in absolute privacy, we should not allow ourselves to fall into the trap of complaining, for every complaint is a step back in the journey of self-development and maintaining inner peace. The Stoic philosophy does not deny the importance of self-awareness, and self-critique are encouraged to look at ourselves honestly. However, the difference lies in how we use these insights to foster growth rather than to belittle yourselves. When we choose to speak words of praise instead of criticism, we not only boost our own confidence and self-esteem, but also open the door to progress and learning. This does not mean that we deny our mistakes or fluse. Instead, we learn to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. By stopping the act of speaking ill of ourselves, we not only liberate ourselves from the shackles of insecurity and inferiority complex, but also create a positive space for our souls to grow and shine. You begin to see the true value in every lesson and every challenge, and learn how to transform them into stepping stones for success and happiness. At its core, refraining from self-deprecation reflects the deep respect you hold for yourself and the limitless potential to become the best version of yourself. Before we move on to the remaining 5 principles of today's video, we would like to express our gratitude to you. Your presence here indicates that you are ready to embrace these lessons to better yourself on the journey to becoming a true Stoic. So let's focus our minds and turn our attention to the next 5 principles. Principle number 6, don't be. Principle number 6, don't be a big mouth. A big mouth, located at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Restraint in speech is not just a sign of maturity and self-control, but also an expression of deep respect for oneself and others. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This reminder is not only theoretical, but also the essence of living a life where listening is prioritized over speaking. Let's turn to the story of a man named Mike who carelessly revealed information about an upcoming project during agatharing with friends only. Later did he realize that his actions had inadvertently caused serious damage to the company. When the information leaked to a competitor, his initial pride quickly turned to regret as he recognized the value of keeping his words under control. This was a costly lesson on the power and consequences of speech, Allison, that every follower of Stoic philosophy should strive to learn and practice. We are reminded that silence is not only a tool for protecting important information and relationships, but also a way for us to listen and observe the world around us subtly. By choosing to listen rather than speak, we open up space for self-growth and profound awareness. This is an important part of the journey towards self-improvement. Therefore, avoiding becoming a blabber mouth is not just a minor piece of advice for daily life. It is a core part of becoming a true Stoic. Through this we learn the value of silence as self-control, and the importance of respecting the privacy of oneself and others. This restraint is not only a demonstration of wisdom and inner strength, but also a deep respect for the rights of others to be heard and understood. Principle number 7, avoid complaining for a happier. Principle number 7, avoid complaining for a happier life. We all complain from minor events like disagreeable weather and work not meeting expectations to troubles in a relationship, but in the quest for happiness and peace, Stoic philosophy emphasizes a valuable lesson to avoid complaining. When we complain, we not only lack precious energy, but also blur our ability to see the light in every situation. Stopping complaints not only helps you create a more positive space for yourself, but also spreads that optimism to those around you. Life, with all its ups and downs and shades, becomes more beautiful when we view it through the lens of gratitude and understanding. Therefore, my advice to you is to live you optimistically. Optimism is a beacon of light for the soul, helping us overcome the darkness of disappointment and challenges. Optimism is not about denying difficulties or suffering, but choosing to view every situation positively. Trust in your abilities and inner strength to overcome. Here are 6 tips to help you cultivate an optimistic spirit. Practice gratitude. Start each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. This creates a positive attitude from the beginning and reduces the urge to complain. Change perspective. When faced with a difficult situation, try to see it from a different angle. Ask yourself what you can learn from this situation and how it can help you grow. Set positive goals instead of focusing on what you want to avoid. Set positive goals to aim for. This keeps your mind focused on creating positive outcomes rather than spiraling into negativity. Limit exposure to negativity. Stay away from people and situations that make you feel negative. Instead, seek resonance and inspiration from those with positive attitudes and viewpoints. Practice a self-awareness. When you start to feel like complaining, stop and ask yourself, you feel that way? This helps you understand the root of your emotions and how you can deal with them more healthily. Look for solutions, no problems. When faced with a challenge, focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. Ask yourself what you can do to improve the situation instead of wallowing in complaint. Optimism and stopping complaints not only make your life better, but can also improve your mental and physical health. By taking these small but powerful steps, you can begin your journey towards a happier, more peaceful life, true to the Stoic spirit. So, like the video if you've learned the lesson of avoiding complaints for a happier life. Principle number 8, don't boast about self-improvement. In principle number 8, don't boast about self-improvement. We embark on a journey of self-improvement, where humility serves as the beacon lighting our path. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true strength lies in secret progress without the need for recognition from others. By not boasting about our own advancements, we not only maintain humility but also create a space for self-reflection and genuine growth from within. When you keep your efforts and achievements private, you prevent external judgments from overshadowing the true value of your self-improvement journey. This facilitates a process of deep self-awareness where you learn the value of personal progress through an honest lens, unaffected by others' opinions. By refraining from bragging, we not only respect our own process of self-improvement, but also encourage others to focus on their internal journey rather than just external outcomes. Modern life's most important aspects are not those that can be flaunted or measured by material achievements, but through the continuous development of the soul and intellect. True self-improvement is an endless journey, a nuanced process where progress is measured by internal change and not external validation. By choosing not to boast about our strides, we not only honor the essence of Stoic philosophy but also open the door to more profound and meaningful personal development. Before moving to principle number 9, let's turn to the story of David, a man who recently received a significant inheritance from a deceased relative. In his joy and exhilaration, he decided to share this news with some friends and colleagues, thinking they would share in his happiness. Initially, everything seemed fine with congratulations and warm hugs. However, soon, David began to notice a change in their behavior towards him. Some friends started expecting him to pay for outings, coffee, or dinner based on the notion that he was now wealthy and could easily afford these expenses. Colleagues whispered about the possibility of him quitting his job as he no longer needed to work. Even close friends began to distance themselves, perhaps feeling envious or uncomfortably at the new Financial disparity between David and them. David's relationships, which were previously based on harmony and friendship, were now affected by that change in others' perceptions. He began to feel isolated, misunderstood, realizing that his previous uninhibited sharing had brought about unintended consequences. Have you ever found yourself in a situation similar to David's? Or have you gone through a challenging time when sharing your financial situation with those around you created a distance between you and others? Let's move on to principle number 9, where we will understand why personal financial situations are something you should absolutely not share with anyone. Principle number 9. Your principle number why. Your financial situation. Whether you are enjoying a comfortable financial state or struggling with economic difficulties, keeping this information private and not disclosing it to anyone, including your closest family members or friends, is a wise choice. When you decide not to publicize your financial situation, you not only avoid unnecessary judgmental looks and envy from others, but also preserve the purity and independence of your relationship with money itself. This encourages a life where value is placed on personal development, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of passions. Instead of being drawn into a meaningless race of comparison and ostentation, this freedom from social pressure about finances opens up space for comfort and true freedom, where you are liberated from prejudices about success and wealth. This not only demonstrates respect and control over your personal life, but is also an important in maintaining focus on self-improvement and living a purposeful life. Thus, true wealth does not lie in what you can display to the world around you, but in the richness of the soul, generosity, and depth of thought. By keeping your financial situation private, you are nurturing an inner space of peace, free from worries about meeting or exceeding the expectations of others. Principle number 10. Your relationships. Our relationship is like a principle number 10. Your relationships rich tapestry, where each stroke represents a story, a memory, a lesson. Bhutan. Today's world, where information seems limitless, keeping personal relationships private is not just an act of privacy, but a profound and meaningful declaration. Being private does not mean hiding or not sharing with anyone, but rather being selective about what we share and with whom we share. It's a way to create a safe space where emotions can grow without being affected by judgments or evaluations from the outside. When we share carefully, every word, every action takes on a deep meaning, reflecting the respect and care for that relationship. Moreover, privacy helps us build a personal space where connection and understanding can develop without being limited by social expectations or the images we think we need to maintain. In this space, we are free to explore, understand, and accept ourselves and each other completely without needing external validation. Choosing to keep a relationship private is also a way to protect it from negative influences that could disrupt the harmony and love we have worked to build. We are creating a secret garden where only the flowers of love are allowed to bloom, protected and carefully tended. We shield them from curious eyes and inadvertent hands that could harm their growth. Remember the secret to a beautiful and enduring relationship: liaison, a deep understanding of the value of privacy and the ability to resolve internal conflicts. Keeping secrets and overcoming challenges together is a solid foundation for building a timeless love. Therefore, mutual respect for maintaining private space and the ability to resolve disagreements not only signifies emotional maturity, but is also the key to unlocking the door to a colorful, beautiful, and lasting relationship. We have explored together CONCOSION10 things you should always keep private to become a true Stoic. Remember, true power lies in insolence, humility, and the ability to keep secrets about the important aspects of your life and yourself. These secrets not only help protect your energy and spirit from negative external influences, but also allow you to focus on deep and meaningful personal development. Remember, a happy and meaningful life is not about attracting attention, but about living authentically and true to your own values. Stoicism is not just about contemplation, but also about practicing and applying these principles in your daily life. Therefore, share your thoughts about principle that resonates with you the most in the comments section below, or leave a comment. I am ready to let us know that you are prepared for this journey. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our latest videos. Together we can build a strong community, supporting each other on the journey towards inner peace and mental strength. According to Stoic philosophy, thank you for spending time with us today. Continue to pursue self-improvement, and remember, in silence we find music strength.